Ever wondered why you are stuck in a loop of ineffective coping mechanisms? We begin our lives as blank canvases, quickly filled with learned behaviors from our childhood. We adapt, we survive, adopting roles that seem to serve us best, be it the people pleaser, the scapegoat, the proud, the strong, or even the bully. These patterns, as effective as they might have been in our early years, often turn into a quagmire in adulthood. We find ourselves drowning in behaviors that no longer serve us, leading to an overindulgence in drinking, smoking, and reliance on antidepressants. Anxiety attacks become our daily companions, and sometimes the darkness of suicidal thoughts looms large. We're not living, we're merely surviving, and that's no way to go through life. We're not addressing the root of the problem, the unhappy reality of life. Instead, we've been conditioned to escape, to avoid, to deny. It's not your fault that you're stuck, it's the conditioning that needs a reboot. Why do we keep chasing the illusion of a happy playground? It's a question that lingers in our minds as we navigate through life. Our conditioning, the learned behaviors we've adopted since childhood, often propels us into a fantasy world. A world where life is wonderful, where there's endless joy, and where sorrow is an alien concept. But how often does this mirage reflect reality? The truth is, life is far from this idealistic portrayal. It's filled with ups and downs, triumphs and tribulations, laughter and tears. And when the reality of life clashes with our fantasy, the fall can be hard and brutal. It leaves us scrambling, searching for coping mechanisms that are often inadequate. But what if we told you that this delusion, this illusion of a happy playground, is not serving you? That it's time to dismantle these fantasies and face life as it is, in all its raw and unfiltered glory. It's time to face the reality that the happy playground is a mirage. Are you tired of annihilating yourself in the pursuit of a fantasy? We often find ourselves trapped in a cycle of self-destruction, seeking solace in distractions that only serve to mask the underlying problem. Consider the allure of drugs, the constant rush of keeping busy, or the comforting ritual of religion. While these may offer temporary respite, they're merely band-aids layered over a deep-seated wound, our inherent unhappiness. We're not tackling the issue head-on. Instead, we're choosing to sidestep it, to bury it under a pile of distractions and quick fixes. We're annihilating parts of ourselves, the parts that yearn for authenticity and realness, in an attempt to maintain a facade of contentment. This annihilation cycle is a dangerous dance, one that can only lead to further dissatisfaction. Breaking free from this cycle requires facing the reality that's been staring us in the face. It's time to stop running and start facing the truths we've been avoiding. Does facing the harsh reality seem pessimistic to you? Let's debunk this misconception. The real pessimism lies not in confronting the truth, but in the futile attempt to gloss over existence with prettier shades. These futile attempts to paint a rosy picture are akin to wearing rose-tinted glasses that distort our perception of reality. It's like trying to navigate through a maze blindfolded. Facing reality, however, is not about dwelling on negativity. It's about understanding the true nature of life and the chronic situation we are all part of. It's about stripping away the illusions and confronting what is real and tangible. This work that Martin and I do, along with our colleagues, is not about spreading doom and gloom. It's about acknowledging the reality of life, staring it square in the face, and then finding strategies to navigate through it. It's time to stop painting over reality and start living in it. Are you ready to stop living in a fantasy and start living in reality? In the quiet corners of your mind, you've already begun to question your ineffective coping strategies. You've started to realize the exhausting cycle of distractions and delusions, and you're yearning for change. Deborah Butler and her team are here to guide you through this transformative journey. Their work, steeped in the principles of dark-way deconstructionism, is about facing the stark reality of life and reprogramming the conditioning that no longer serves you. They don't offer sugar-coated fantasies, but tangible strategies to navigate life's complexities. This is not about painting over existence with white paint, but about embracing the canvas with all its beautiful yet challenging hues. With their help, you can unlearn the survival techniques of your childhood and adopt healthier, more effective ways to cope with the realities of adulthood. If you're tired of your ineffective coping strategies, Don't hesitate to contact Deborah. It's time to start living in the reality and coping with life in a healthier way.